Hey, welcome back to Cheaper Jeeper TV, the show that helps you get the most for your money so that you get the most for your Jeep. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about how to use 4-low when you're off-road. Stay tuned. Just to be clear, this video is different than the how to use 4-wheel drive video that we posted earlier. In that video, we discussed how you work with the gear shift and the transfer case knob to move your gears between 2H, 4 auto, 4 part-time, neutral, and 4L. You'll have to go to that video to learn about that, but we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk about how you use 4-low when you're off-road to get the most out of your 4-wheel drive. Okay, so as we learned in the prior video, to get into 4-wheel drive, make sure you shift the transfer case through 4 auto if you have select track, and then over to 4 high part-time while in drive. And now we're going to choose to take this incline on the left. And just before we hit the slope, we'll have to switch into 4-low. By putting the gear shift into neutral, we slowly slide the transfer case through neutral and into 4-low. Once you put it into drive, you can see where 4-low and drive are illustrated on your display. Now here's what this video is all about, and that is taking manual control of the gears while in 4-low. And when you do this, the Jeep automatically is in second gear when in low. By pushing the gear shift forward, we go down to first gear in low to attempt the incline. Just a little pressure on the gas pedals needed, as the gears do all the work. First low can be used to maintain your rate of descent while going down slope into a hazard without relying heavily on your brakes. However, owners of the new JL that have the hill descent feature have another option. This feature is initiated by the simple press of a button. The display reads, "Adjust speed using shifter." The hill descent icon is visible in the display in the top right hand corner along with the default speed setting. And simply shifting downwards towards the positive symbol will increase the speed setting with every shift. Similarly, shifting the gear shift up towards the minus symbol will reduce the speed with every shift. This system will assist you in controlling your rate of descent through the aid of your anti-lock brake system. Now, let's get back to manually controlling our gears while in 4-low and the reasons why you want to do that. Say you successfully navigated a hazard in low 1 and now you want to maintain low gear, but you need to pick up the pace to keep up with the group. This is a good time to manually shift into low 2. You can also shift into low 3 if you still wanted to pick up the pace but are expecting hazards ahead, for which you will require a slower speed and lower gear. Now you can continue manually up the gears, but if you're going to be going that fast, you might as well go into 4 high. Well, that's it. I hope that I shared some information that you found helpful. And now it's time to continue on my drive along the trail, enjoying the beautiful scenery. So I hope that you found that interesting. Now let's move on to our tip segment. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. In the newbie run video, we discussed the importance of airing down your tires so that you have better traction and comfort when driving on the trails. Now, this is the compressor that I keep in my Jeep all the time, but it's mostly suitable in the spring and the fall when you want to adjust your tire pressure due to the changing temperatures. Now, something like this is portable, it's handy, you can keep it, it won't take up a lot of space in the Jeep, but when you're deflating your tires for off-road down to 21 or 22 psi to reinflate them at the end of the trip will be too much for a small unit like this to handle, and it'll burn out. You'll need something more robust. So based on my budget, subscriber recommendations, and recommendations from our local club, I got the Smittybilt 2781, which puts out 5.65 cubic feet per minute. I'll do a review shortly, but if you're interested, I'll put an Amazon affiliate link in the description section of the video, but also as a cheaper Jeeper TV tip, check with your local Jeep club because they may be able to get you some discounts. And don't forget, Black Friday is coming soon. So we hope you enjoyed that tip segment, and now let's hear what our subscribers have to say.
And now for subscribers tips.
Hey Jeeper TV, I would highly recommend if you're going to be off-roading alone, you might want to invest in a winch. Things can happen fast and unexpectedly. It's always better to go off-roading with others, but when you're alone, always better to be safe and have the ability to recover yourself. Signed, Trail Walker. Hey, thank you Trail Walker. I received a couple tips similar to yours after the Ardbeg episode where people saw me taking the road to the trailhead. And I'll certainly have somebody with me when I do either the South or the North Trail in a upcoming episode. But I'll also be looking into things like a winch and recovery gear in upcoming episodes, so be sure to subscribe and click that alert bell so that you don't miss those episodes. And if I may, I'd like to give a shout out to Trail Walker's YouTube channel where he does a lot of trail runs on the east coast of Canada, and they're beautiful, so you may want to check them out. I'll put a link in the description section of the video. If any of you out there have suggestions that you'd like to make, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and they'll possibly be used in an upcoming episode. Thank you very much. Hey, well that's it for this week's episode of Jeeper TV. We hope that you found it interesting, and if you did, please remember to subscribe and click the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Till the next video, be well, stay safe, take care.